Hello and welcome back to another exciting game of Skyrim creation, and today we are creating the Dark Lord, Sauron. I know that we know of him to be very dark and great in the films, and we also have seen of him as the eye that observes upon the dark land of Mordor. Now let me take you back in time when Sauron was just a servant for the Dark Lord Morgoth, back into the First Age. For my research, I looked into a book called The Tolkien's Guide to Middle-earth, and it was fascinating to see the human form of our Dark Lord. Now this is the Tolkien version of Sauron's desire of the passion for the One Ring in the First Age, back when he first started. Our basis for our character in the lore of Tolkien is going to be the Leisure, which is the same order as being Gandalf. Now trying to compress that in the Skyrim world would have to be something similar to the Falmor Embassy. That type of superiority is what we are going to need for our Dark Lord Sauron. Plus, in the First Age, Sauron could transform into a vampire and a wolf, which goes hand in hand with Skyrim, with the Dawnguard and the companions. Before I start, it would be much appreciated and I'd be much thankful for a like and subscribe. So, but anyway, going right straight into it, let's go. Okay, so here's our creation menu, and I think that I know for a fact that there is 3 different races to do with the elf kind, like, so you got dark elf, you got high elf, and I think there's one more then, wood elf. But as you can see, well, before I start, like, let's just have a little look before I edit. So we want to be honest, it is going to be similar to, it's not exactly going to be the same as the pictures, but we can get our Skyrim version, if you know what I mean, like, but this will be cool though anyway. So as you can see for the wood elf, it's a bit slightly a bit, like, his cheeks are too up high, I'd say. Like, that's not quite good for what we want to look for. So let's have a look at the dark elf, for example. You can see, like, you know, I can imagine, like his red eyes are perfect for our, like, for Sauron's capture, I will admit. But here's the thing though, his eyeshadow, like, even if I try to remove it, it's still gonna be like way too dark, you know what I mean. So I presume we will possibly go for the high elf, because, oh, look at that, see what I mean? Now that is not bad, you know. Okay, I haven't even done anything to it, it just come up just like that, as you just saw, literally. Okay, so I think we're gonna edit onto the high elf, I think is possibly a good thing. Plus it will be good as well, because it's like, because with the high elves, like, as we know in it says at the bottom here that they're highborn to power, which they can regenerate magic quicker. So that is an awesome type of, like, race menu thing that we need for Sauron's build. So that is really, really good. So okay, so what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and have a little look at the presence wise of him. Okay, let me just have a look. No, we want to keep it like that, because that's perfect, right. I say Sauron, I'd say, judging by the pictures, I'd say we could put a little bit of weight on him, but not too much. About that much. About right. Right, we could go into his complexion now, to where we would like to, like, design him. So we don't want dirt, we don't want the colour, we don't want any of these, so we want to keep it clean and sharp. Right, let's have a look at the face. Right, judging by the type of nose that we're going to need, I'd say this is going to be rather tricky though, this is going to be, because usually we don't quite, like, you know, there's a lot of, let's just have a little look at the menu, shall we, to see what type of nose that's going to nail his look, if you know what I mean, like, you know. Okay, I'd say it's a bit flat, but it's not quite what I'm looking for exactly. So right, I'd say we're gonna need something. Let's just keep looking a minute. A little bit too long. We need something that's gonna be still looking a minute. Okay, it's just right there. Because in the picture, his nose in like Tolkien version, his nose is quite like. Nah, that's way too much. We want it like, I said we could have it thin. No, we definitely don't want that. You know. Okay. I'm gonna find it now. It's the one that I'm happy with. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd say we could just about cope with that. Okay. So his nose. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. Right. Okay, so now we could actually like drop it down a little bit, but not too much. You know what I mean? Yeah, keep that as it is. The jaw width. Sauron's jaw width, I'd say, it looks in the lower version that it's slightly out. He's got like quite a thin, see, between here. Height. The only thing is, it's quite difficult when you're trying to like compress the Tolkien version into the Skyrim. It's actually pretty difficult, but we will get through it though, and I promise you this will look brilliant. Right, not so much forwards. So I'm sorry if I am messing. I'm just experimenting as well to see like which is like the best one to actually go for. Right. Cheek height. Yeah, keep the jaw forward about there, because it looks like it's going in depth with the chin. It's around about here and there. So right. So let's go down and have a look at the cheekbone height. Right. As for the cheekbone height, we could slightly like narrow it down just a bit to about there, and then the depth, so that's like the outer version of it, so we could slightly narrow it but not too much, you know what I mean, so just about there. Cheek colour, let's just have a little look. So that just gives it a bit of shade, but nah, we just keep it clean, shall we? Laugh lines, I think that's to do with the just there. No, we don't need that. No, we don't need that either. No, we won't need that. Okay, no. Forget all that. Yep. Okay, now we go on to the eye shape. Okay, judging by what the creation menu has suggested for us, it's already kind of like nailed it. But we're gonna have a little go through to see roughly to what we want. So his eyes are quite like tingy, if you know what I mean. Right, no, not so much that. No, that's no. No, we're not gonna go for that. Yeah, something. Yeah, you can see he already has that edge, isn't he? Slightly. I've just noticed. Okay, right. So I guess we could actually go for that. But if you want to, you can go for like the one at the end, like I did, like the original version of it. but that's entirely up to you. I'm just showing you the interface for the compressed build for Sauron. So right, let's have a little look at, because Sauron's eye color, I'd say, yeah, that looks good, but sadly it will not go any redder than that. So if it was like that looks pretty good anyway, you know. Okay, right, let's go on to the eye height. Okay, right, so no, that's too much, so we want it slightly up to about here. Yeah, that looks great. We don't want it too up high, because as you can see, look, his eyes look, yeah, he looks mean, doesn't he? You know? You know what I mean? Like, so let's just bring it down just a tinge. So somewhere between the middle. Oh yeah, you can see, look, he's got that edge already. You know? Okay, right. Eye width. So this is judging how wide apart the eye should be. So I guess we should have it so it's just slightly out, but not too much, because we don't want him to look fishy. Right. Yeah. Let's see. I say about here, roughly. Like, let's just bring it back a little bit. Yeah, I say roughly in the middle. I'd say we'd have it. So it's not too wide. It's perfect. Right. High depth. Let me just have a look a little at this side. Right. Good. So we will have his eyes like out, so then it gives it that extra feature already, like, you know. So yeah, he looks great. Okay, so let's have a look at the eyeliner. So we could give him some eyeline, because, you know, after all, this is supposed to be like the first age of Sauron, like, you know. Okay, right. Yeah, I guess we could leave him with that, or you could have it without. Nah, let's just give him some eyeliner, because it gives him, like, he's got that edge, isn't he? It's giving him more of an edge to him, like, you know. So I reckon about that one will do good. Eyeshadow, might be a bit too much, I think. Nah, we just keep it as that. He looks great. Right. Eyebrow. I say his eye, like, point, if you know what I mean, it's going to be quite... yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh, that looks even better. Okay, brow height. We want it, so it's too much. So about here, I'd say. I don't want it to go apart. About there. Just seeing in here what it looks like right now. We won't have that forward. It's perfect as it is. Right. Okay. Right. Next one is the mouth. Right. Mouth shape. So we're gonna look for something more. Yeah. No. Something more like that. Yeah. That's perfect. Yeah. Keep that one. That's good. Right. And then the mouth height. We're going to have it slightly down, so it's just about here. Okay, right. Just see a minute. Now forward. No, we won't have it too much. I'll have it flat. That's great. Like chin width. Actually no. No, that's definitely not. That's definitely No, his chin looks way too fat now. Let's have it in between the middle, say about here. That's the length. We don't want it. We don't want it too long. Chin forward. No, he just looks like a Jafar type, doesn't he? Like that type of. No, we just have that in. So that's not too bad. Alright. Okay. I say his hair looks alright, but then there's all different types of versions, so even that looks great, you know. Let's just have a little look. Like, I like the thing with the he'll just look like more Celtic-ish look, so we'll go for more like this. Okay, so this is what it'll look like with the slight grey, and then we'll have a little look at what the black looks like as well. So as you can see, like, even with the slight black, yeah, he does look good. And say like with the pure black, it looks good with the hair. You know, it does look really good with the hair type. Okay, but personally, I'm just gonna go for this one. Alright. Okay. Once you're happy with what you have got, then then we just get the other add-ons then to see what he'll truly look like with the clothes. Then, so